G's, yeah. 4 G's, 4 G's, 4 G's, let's go. 4 G's, 4 G's, 4 G's, look. Full syndication, full elevation, all generations, we already. We got Shot, Dot, Malcolm, Chris the King, plus the Doc. You know that's like 4 G's. Sports Mom. Real world, real problems, real news, real sports. We gon' let you know right here on 4 G's, 4 G's.
All right, as you can see, once again, 4G Sports is back in the building. First, before we even get started, hit the subscribe button and the like button so every time you know when we come on. All right, now, I am the OG.
I am the king.
Hey, you know what it is? You got the Doc.
There we go. And 4G is back in the building. All right, let's get right into it. Will they suspend all fall sports?
Woo! In Arizona for high school, they're kind of up in the air. I would recommend that they swap sports: basketball for spring, spring for fall. You can kind of like monetize and monitor basketball, track, kind of sort of. Baseball, no fans, least amount of fans, 2 parents per, however you want to do it. Just until our numbers go down in the COVID-19, I think they got to come up with some type of general plan. They don't have a plan in place as of right now that's going to be cohesive for everybody to follow. Some are kind of unrealistic expectations, and I think that they should, but I know for seniors that play fall sports, if they move it to the spring, they probably shouldn't play if they're planning on signing letters of intent to a college, because you can risk injury. And then they go right to camp right after that. So I would say suspend it, or just move it. Don't suspend it altogether, just move it and come up with some type of modifications for it.
I mean, that's a tough one because you think about the seniors, especially in high school and in college. So, but for the health of everyone, I will say suspend it. But since I said that, the Pac-12, the Big Ten, and I think the Ivy League said they were only going to do conference games only for football. Do you think that works, or should they just scrap football altogether along with all the fall sports, Doc?
I don't really like it. I don't think you get enough games in. I mean, unless you're going to do a home and home schedule so you can double up the games. But with the Pac-12, I mean, that's still a lot of travel anyway. That's all the way up through Washington. So then are you going Pac-12 South and Pac-12 North in their own division? And the Ivy League isn't large, so I don't see how they're going to kind of get away with that. So I don't like it. I'd rather see them just suspend it until the spring and then reevaluate around Thanksgiving to see what we're looking like as a country, to see if we can go ahead and get started with some spring ball. I mean, really, you could just push all sports in that direction from high school all the way up if you wanted to. So I think, will they? I don't think so. I mean, they're already talking about, if I'm correct, it's like a $2 billion lost revenue they're looking at. So they're trying to recoup as much of that as possible. My thing is, with some of these schools, like I think they said Brigham Young, they stand to lose millions just off of the schedule switch because they were supposed to play 4 or 5 of the Power 5 conferences. So losing those games for that school in particular is horrible. So I'm sure they would propose, or at least push for, more of a spring situation and go with their full schedule. I mean, I think that's what they should do, but I don't think they will. I think they're trying to do what they can, as we see with professional sports, Major League Baseball, NBA. They're trying to get it going now the best way they can.
All right. Well, it's a tough decision. Tough decision.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we're on uncharted territory. Like, there's no rules for any of this. They're just trying to do the best they can and keep their leagues running the best they can. So I appreciate that and understand that, but it is a pandemic, so I think we need to be a little flexible in how we're approaching this.
We have to be. They're saying like our numbers are really, really high in Arizona right now.
Yep.
So, I was proposing like to keep kids off of campus, maybe like seniors that are in high school that don't have 2 or more classes, do online.
Mhm.
Freshmen, sophomores go Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Juniors and seniors with more classes go Tuesday, Thursday, and then flip it the following month.
Yeah.
Just to keep the numbers down on campus. But like I said, in regards to sports, man, it's tough because a lot of these smaller schools, that's big revenue. But we got to think health and safety first also.
Right.
But
Yeah, absolutely.
some schools are not going to be able to stay open because the revenue is not going to be coming in. So what do? Do they get money from the government? I don't know how they're going to do. Like even small HBCU schools, I'm pretty sure that their main resource of funds coming in is from sports.
Yeah.
So but not having that, what do they do then? What do they do?
Yeah, that's tough.
But like I said, health and safety is priority.
Yeah.
Priority one. Okay, moving on to topic 2. Being that the NBA season is right around the corner. Question: can the NBA compete this season in the bubble?
Well, they're going to give it their best effort. I tell you that. I mean, so here's the thing. You're talking about each team playing 9 games before what they're calling the playoffs even start. And those are, again, best of 7 series. Now, I would imagine as soon as you're out. Like, see ya, get out of Orlando, go back home, which will then reduce the number of players and teams and those representatives that are there. My concern is you still have employees working these venues, right? They're not in the bubble. They're there to work and then they go home. So they're going back out in the public, so how closely are they monitored compared to the players? Because I know the players can't go to, I think they can't go to the cafeteria or wherever restaurants. They can't go to the bars. Got to have those little boxed meals that you're seeing them tweet all over the place. But there's still people handling those items that are allowed outside the bubble. So I know that's kind of going off on the trails for the question. I think they're going to go ahead and do what they can to complete it. And I think we're going to see people get test positive, and they're obviously not going to be able to play. So it's going to be an interesting asterisk next to the season champion for sure.
Yeah, because completing the season in the bubble should not be hard, especially with, what is it, 8-9 game, get yourself in shape preseason games, I guess is what they're calling them, and then you go right to the final. To the playoffs. And like Doc said, once you're done, you might as well pack your bag. Should be packed, and you want to try to plane out.
Right.
Sticking around to see whatever happens, and I don't know if they thought everything through. Like, what if a player catches it while inside the bubble? Does that suspend everything? Is that team suspended? Is just the player suspended? So it's kind of it's a lot that I know is to be thrown up at one time. But, there's a lot of things that you got to think about. And some players are saying, their wives are pregnant and they're going to leave for the birth of their child. Yeah. So if their team is in the playoffs, and that's what, a 14-day quarantine, and then you gotta
just to come back.
Right. Should the player come back? So it's a lot of what ifs.
Yeah, this isn't like Dennis Rodman leaving for Vegas in the middle of the finals.
Right. It's not a week, one person that can go off and then come back and nothing can happen. This is, this could reach out to more than just the players themselves. Yeah. So I don't know. It's one of those, if I was a player, that's a tough decision to either continue to play or just sit at home. So I don't know, but I think they will complete the season. But what kind of season, what kind of basketball you're going to see, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
Me personally, they should just scrap the season, man, and wait till next season. Just wait. Putting those, to me, you're still at risk. like I said, you get one person on one team to catch it. They played in a game, and like I said, it's just too many X factors, man, that can jeopardize a whole lot of people that's not really even playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? Who's to say those guys don't go out afterward? We don't know what they do outside of playing basketball, where they go, who they hang with, the whole nine. Like I said, me personally, I would say scrap it. You really don't need it. It seems kind of like thrown together to me. And when things are usually thrown together, that's when injuries happen. And like I said, it only takes one person. And God forbid if it's like 10, and then what? No season period. So why even have it? Why even take that chance?
Right.
So let me ask you this, both, especially as Lakers fans, because before all of this went down, the Lakers, I mean, to me, even as painful as this is for me to say, right, they were the clear-cut favorite to go to the finals and probably play some combination of the Bucks or the Sixers or somebody like that out east. Scrapping the season, does that hurt the Lakers adding another year of age onto LeBron? I mean, LeBron's he's a machine, you know what I mean? And I get it, but I got to tell you, quarantine's showing his old gray beard coming out, and he's not getting any younger. So what is, I mean, like scrapping it, that could really, I mean, from a Lakers standpoint, you know, you're really risking a lot, because I think they could be taking home another trophy this year.
Putting it that way, I can answer this two ways. Putting it that way, yes, it does add some more to that thought process, but also it's more time for his body to heal. It gives every player a chance to just totally reset. Klay Thompson, you know, even though it's not on our team, but Klay Thompson, all the injury players get a chance to reset. And when you come back, hopefully next year, it's basically almost like a clean slate.
Yeah.
Because everybody had time to just really, I can take a month off to let my body totally relax and then get back into work when normally it may be 1 or 2 weeks. So there's a benefit both ways. I don't, that's a tough question. As a fan,
I know.
I don't think it hurt either way. I really don't.
I think it might hurt a little bit. You might have to add an additional piece to the puzzle in LA if we could, money wise. But like I said, man, it's less miles on the tires now, man. If you set them, there's no more. I mean, those nagging injuries that you had before, you got another 6 months to chill out and do nothing.
Yeah.
I can
see that for sure. I don't know. I feel like as a Suns fan, I'd be like, push through that. We don't even have one championship. Like, get moving. So
push through it.
Yeah, you better push through. Speaking of professional basketball, you know, we have the NBA starting in a bubble, and now we have, you know, the WNBA. Can that league survive not having fans in the stands?
Ooh. I don't think so. I really don't think so, unless you're gonna go to a streaming service and you are charging, say, something $5, but without fans and the concessions and the ticket sales, I don't see how they can survive without the NBA's help. I really don't. Because you can watch, but is that really going to get trickled down to the teams themselves and the players? I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm kind of torn on it. I've been to a few of the Mercury games. They're fun. Watching those women play ball is fun. They play good fundamental basketball. I think they really need to push for some TV contracts, even if it's, you know, not. It doesn't have to be ESPN. I remember way back in the day what the Bulls played on, like WGN or some local contract. So I think if each of these teams could maybe secure some local TV contracts, maybe it'll breed some new fandom with the younger generation to see how they're playing ball, especially out here in Phoenix. I mean, we got Brittany Griner and Diana Taurasi as the cornerstones of the Mercury, franchise, and I think you could breed some new fandom there. But it is going to be contingent on them being able to get on TV. I mean, if you don't have fans in the stands, because those are already the loyal fans, those are the ones that already enjoy it. So you got to get a TV contract to get more, it more out there. Personally,
I personally think it's going to be kind of tough unless the NBA cuts a check, or this is just my philosophy on this. When the NBA season does start, why don't they play WNBA games right before the NBA game?
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah,
play it right before. So
before
you'll have
or after,
or two sets of, you have two sets of fans in there, because most big markets like Phoenix, we have the Suns and the Mercury. Why not play them at 5:30 and start the Suns game at 8?
Yeah.
So now you have two sets of fans. You'll probably sell out a lot more games. It's just maybe not every game, but maybe some of the games. You know what I'm saying? Just to get some of that revenue back. But no fans, like you said, live streaming. Sponsors need to probably pick up and write the checks. It's gonna be hard to survive. It's gonna be tough, man. I mean, I'm not sure what their TV ratings are, but it's gonna be tough. That'll be tough unless the NBA picks up and helps out a lot.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. The NBA should want to help out too.
Yeah,
they should.
Hopefully they do. Hopefully they do. All right, gentlemen, let's have a little fun right now. Top three, not 4.
Oh
3
man,
running backs in the NFL right now.
Whoo! Okay, number 1, Christian McCaffrey.
Ding.
Number 2, Henry, Tennessee.
Okay.
Number 3, you gotta go with my boy Nick Chubb, Cleveland Brown, baby. What's up?
All right.
Okay, so Chris McCaffrey, I think, is a no brainer. That's a pretty standard call. He's a beast. That dude. I mean, his dad was a solid player at receiver. Christian's just another level. I like for my second pick, I like Saquon Barkley. I know he's coming off, a down season with an injury, and I think I'm not going to pick number 3 because I know this is going to be one of OG. So I'm going to go a little different. I know for sure it's one of OG. But I'm going to do a predictive 3 for this year, and I think Kenyon Drake is going to. Now that Kenyon Drake is out of Miami and saw what he was doing under the Cardinals offense in just half a season. I think now that he's got a full season under him, knows fully what Cliff Kingsbury and Kyler Murray want to do, and now you have DeAndre Hopkins on the outside, so you can't stack the box anymore, really. I think he's going to go off this year, and I think he's going to jump into that top tier of NFL running back, which is unfortunate for the Cardinals because that means he's going to get paid.
Well, the person that the doc was leaving off, I'm going to say it, Elliott. Give me Zeke. Give me McCaffrey. Initially, I said Saquon Barkley. But then the doc said something that made me really, really think. He can't stay healthy. He's been injured this whole time in the NFL right now. So, you know what? And I'm going to tell you where I got the other one from, but I'm going to go with Kamara out of New Orleans.
Yeah.
Nice pick.
Okay?
Yeah, that's a good pick.
And as you can see, you have fans that did chime in on the question. Like Jason Gossett came with McCaffrey, Chubb, and Henry. Corey Gossett came with Zeke, Barkley, and McCaffrey. Jorge Espinoza came with McCaffrey, Henry, Barkley. J.R. Ewing came with Zeke, Gurley, and Kamara. And Ron Lopez, he put a twist on it. He gave us legends. He came with Jim Brown, Emmitt Smith, and Walter Payton. Gentlemen,
Go wrong with it.
Yeah,
that list,
Gurley's in the same situation as Barkley a little bit though, man. He can't stay healthy. Otherwise he would be a top tier also.
correct. So that's the reason why I switched. So, and honorable mention. The wheels on the bus go round and round. Roll the bus.
The bus.
I don't pick Pittsburgh Steelers on my roster.
And if we're going historical, I mean, this list could be.
Wait a minute. How do you just look into the camera and then back out? What is that?
I feel like he was talking directly to somebody.
No Steelers.
They done woke the king up. It is
Oh,
over.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
But hey, as always, comment. You never know. Your comments can be also featured on the show.
Okay. So, I'll wait session.
So,
yeah. So, we all know Patrick Mahomes got that 10-year, $503 million contract with $477 guaranteed with a $104 million injury clause in it.
because of Mahomes.
What are your thoughts?
Because of Mahomes.
Yeah, hey. I'll tell you why I like it. You know what I like about this is Kansas City, the NFL's pretty historically, I mean, yeah, people get paid. Obviously, they're getting paid millions and millions and millions. But usually teams are pretty conservative with these paydays and more about protecting themselves as a team. They've identified Pat Mahomes is our guy. He may very well go down as one of the top 3 quarterbacks ever. He could. I mean, we don't know at this point. He's already been, an MVP, a Super Bowl champion, and Pro Bowler. I like it. I like that they're saying you're our guy. You're our guy for the next decade. Here's some money for it. This is why you made a good choice in picking NFL over MLB, because this is like MLB money. You know what I mean? This is big money. And it lets people like Kyler Murray know, hey, these paydays can come.
First of all, if I had a hats off Kansas City. That was a very creative but expensive way to show that you believe in that young man. Patrick Mahomes, congratulations. There's nothing else but congratulations. You earned it, came in being MVP, followed that up, Super Bowl champ and MVP. There's nothing else that can be said. My only question is, will other teams follow that motto for young quarterbacks in the future or any player, period?
Yeah,
because I really think it's kind of protecting everyone involved. The $477 million guaranteed. Good Lord. You just better hope you keep a team around him, because if you can't keep talent around him, I think that's a lot of money to pay one person. He deserves it, but that's a lot of money you're handicapping your whole franchise unless you guys got more genius ways to make money. But hats off, Patrick. Great job.
Like you said, OG, congrats, Pat. Cousin Pat, actually. It's going to start a brush fire. Don't let Lamar Jackson win MVP and a Super Bowl. He going to be at $500 million. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
But he does deserve it. It can be crippling to your organization. I can say that. Got to keep talent around him. Man, that's a creative contract, man. I've never seen nothing like that before in football. Never. Very creative. I hope they can make it work. They must know something we don't know. That's a lot of bread, man. That's a lot of bread.
A lot of cheese.
Yeah, and don't know if we're gonna have a season yet.
Right.
Yeah.
If we're gonna have fans in the stands yet, we don't know anything.
No.
But like I said, congratulations to the young man. Like I said, let Lamar Jackson or Kyler Murray get an MVP in the Super Bowl. There's gonna be some $500 million contracts out there. Guaranteed.
Oh yeah. Did you see the restrictions on this contract though?
I did not.
Oh, no basketball, no jet skiing, no baseball. Basically, anything physical outside of football, that man ain't allowed to do.
You bet not.
For $477 million, I would stay my butt in the house.
Yeah, I'll play basketball. I'll play basketball on Xbox.
There you go. I get it all. There's no reason to do anything.
No, yeah, not for that kind of money.
Wow. Well, gentlemen, once again, thank you guys for watching. Gentlemen, Doc, King, another show well done. That's all I can say about that one. It's a great way to do it. So, King, shout outs.
I want to give a shout out to my parents, shout out to my brother, sisters, Gossip family. Love y'all, man. Thanks for the support, man. I appreciate everything that you guys do.
Yeah, I want to shout out one of our fans from day one, my boy Tony, my barber, Golden Clipper Barbershop. You know, he's always keeping me lined up and fresh, but he's been, supporting us from the onset, so I appreciate you, Tony. If you live on the West Valley of Arizona, go check out Golden Clipper Barbershop. Tony will hook you up.
All right. I got to give a shout out to my boy. I don't know if you can really see it.
Oh, yeah.
For true Laker fans, you understand what this picture represents. True Laker fans, not LeBron fans. Laker fans understands what this is all about.
Yeah, that's dope.
So Ace King, thank you, my brother. Thank you. Like the King said, I just got to give a shout out to all the supporters, family, friends, my mom, my dad, my brother Jason, our cousins. It's a lot to name, so I'm not going to even start naming all of y'all.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
We'd be here for 2 hours trying to name.
Oh, yeah.
So, but I just want to thank you and all our past guests. Thank you so much for giving us your time to be on the show with us. And we have an open door policy. You're more than welcome to come back anytime you want.
Follow, comment, share our social media. Come on, get with it. Everybody, we got YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud. Go hit them all. Follow, subscribe, hit that bell.
Get on or get left.
All right, people. We out.